new study in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior says Americans make racist assumptions based on people's names. Now, this, of course, made us think about the viral video that listed the 60 most ghetto names. And here are their top 10. My boys.
United States of America Liqua, Alejandra, King Kong Quisha,
Fried Chicken Nisha,
Collard Green
Grape Drink Isha,
Africa Nisha Niqua,
Kashida,
the Tanyana Bovine Nostria Niqua Niqualis, Court.
Just to bring it back, can we take back racist and say discriminatory? Because I think that's a better word.
Yes, it is a much better
That's
word.
a better word, and I am very discriminatory against words like the ones that they were saying in those names. I'm not about to hire you if your name is Watermelon Andrea. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to hire you.
Really? That's not their fault.
I would be such a beautiful King Kong Quisha, by the way, letting you guys know.
You know, it's no secret that Raven-Symoné says a lot of stupid shit. If you've been following her over the past year, that's no surprise to you. And the other day on The View, she did another dodo move. She said something stupid again. And she basically played into a level of white supremacy and discrimination when it comes to prejudging blacks by their name. Now, there was a segment that I will leave either before my commentary or after my commentary that, led up to her comments. But, Raven-Symoné is one of those Negroes that basically caters to what the so-called dominant society feels like black folks need to cater their life to. And this is why I always say, pay attention to what people say, whether it's on television, whether it's on YouTube, or just people in your personal life. Pay attention to what people say and the words they use. Because we have a group of black people within our community where, one, they need to play both sides, meaning one minute they're talking about power to the people, the black dollar, keep marching on. The next minute when they get them a little bit of change or they get them a little status, they're taking on certain characteristics that white folks do. Or you have black folks that feel like if it's not white, it's not right. If we're not speaking, if we're not dressing or conforming to the way that white folks feel like we should conform in order to be considered human or in order to be considered American citizens, then something is wrong. We have to always switch up what we do. And I've made videos before talking about, quote unquote ghetto names. We all know that's code for black. I've done videos about this. And what a lot of people don't understand about a lot of these ethnic names that we hear out here is that we have some black parents that will purposely name their children certain things because they want them to not forget where they come from. They don't want to conform their children to the so-called dominant society. Okay, so a lot of times black parents, what they'll do is they'll take a name like Brittany, okay, and they'll say, okay, well, we're gonna name our child Bree Sean or something like that, to where you take a common name like a Brittany, or Courtney, or Michael, or Steve, and you put a little twist on it, because us as black people, we do that. We have more flavor, we have more style. We do things like that. We take things and we make the shit better. Let's keep it honest. And we have parents that purposely do that so that their children can grow up and say, you know what? My name doesn't define me. I define my name. And that's the point that a lot of people are missing when it comes to these names out here. And nobody says nothing when white folks name their kids all these crazy names like, Spoon, applesauce, ground beef, all kind of stupid, crazy ass names like that. Nobody says nothing. But the minute that black folks come out, we say, you know what, we want to put a twist on our children's name, or, we want our child to not forget their ethnic side, because we know out here in society, there's a lot of things that are trying to get us as black folks to conform. It doesn't matter whether it's in the educational field, the work field, any source of field that you go in out here in society, there's a level of pressure of trying to get black folks to conform. And that goes back to us not having a lot of, economical power. Actually, we do have economical power. We just don't use it correctly. But it goes back to that. It goes back to us not having black businesses. It goes to us not really taking control of the society that we live in. And what happens is that you have a lot of these kids like Raven-Symoné that grow up and they're confused. Now the funny thing is that the way Raven-Symoné looks, you know, her weight is up and down. You know, one minute she's on the thicker side, and one minute she's kind of an average size. But when you look at her body structure, when you look at the way that she does her hair with the loud ass colors, you know, teal green and red and pink and all that, a white person might sit back and when she goes into an interview and say, you know what, I'm going to prejudge you. You look like one of those ghetto ass mammies from the hood. And this is what Raven-Symoné doesn't understand, that it doesn't matter what you say on these white shows, what you do, there's going to be people that are going to judge you strictly off of the fact that she is a black woman. And I hesitate even really calling her a black woman. And that's what she doesn't understand. So when she comes out here and she tries to conform to what white folks wanted to conform to, or make certain comments like, well, I'm not going to hire anyone with a quote-unquote ghetto name, you're playing into that white supremacy. And I will leave a tweet up during this video. I don't know if this was something that Raven-Symoné actually wrote. I did go to her Twitter, you know, to see if it was you know, a real statement, and the post was gone. So I don't know if it was something she wrote or it was something somebody put together, because we do have that going on too, where people, you know, falsely make comments that other people did not say. But, you know, in the tweet, she was basically alluding to saying she's not African American or black. She said she's a dark white or something to that nature. And I will leave the tweet up. But, you know, I mean, the stuff this woman says is just, you know, it's ridiculous and it's crazy. And you had a couple of celebrities came out and you know, tweeted back on some of the comments she made. I'm gonna read some of them to you, and I will leave this link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. But you know, Talib Kweli came out. He said, "Raven-Symoné, please stop, please," and I couldn't agree even more with him. Roland Barton came out and said, "I am lost for words after hearing what Raven-Symoné said on The View about black names. Tell me she was being sarcastic, please." So, you know, you had a couple of celebrities come out and, you know, media figures come out and voice their opinion about what she said. But this shit is ridiculous. And Raven-Symoné needs to go sit the hell down. She needs to go read some books and really understand how this world works and how people will turn around and discriminate against her. Remember, she came out and said she was a goddamn lesbian. So how would she like if she went somewhere or the producers of The View say, you know what, Raven-Symoné, we don't really want you on this show anymore. You know why? Because you're a lesbian, and, you know, we're getting tons of letters saying that, you know, we're not going to watch the show or support any of the sponsors on the show because you have that lesbian cunt Raven-Symoné on the show. How would you like that? And I'm not in any type of way trying to relate the gay struggle to the black struggle, because there is no comparison. But I'm putting that point out there because Raven-Symoné forgets that it's easy to discriminate against her for her views or her personal choice. And for those black folks out here that like to, you know, basically conform to what white folks want you to do, whether it comes to names or anything else, you guys need to look in the mirror, because a name is not going to get you or going to make you exempt from being discriminated against. Now, for you guys that know me personally, I don't have an ethnic name. If somebody look at my name on paper, I sound like a white guy. But guess what? When I go into an interview, they're going to see that I'm a black man. And if they want to be racist to me, they want to discriminate against me, they're going to do it. It doesn't matter what my name is. So a lot of you black folks out there that, you know, try to conform and try to say, well, I'm going to name my child Steve or Becky or Courtney. You guys need to wake the fuck up and understand that it's not a name that's going to, you know, make your obstacles less less hard to achieve. Because at the end of the day, when they look at you, they're going to know you're black. But that's all I gotta say. You guys give me your feedback if you want. You know, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let me know what you think about Raven-Symoné's ignorant ass and uneducated comments. And like I said, for you black folks that feel like the game is gonna change because you have a quote unquote white name, or because you don't have an ethnic name, wake the fuck up and understand that our issues are a lot bigger than just a name.